Good evening, viewers. This is your anchor Kekrazanya Solo. You're now watching Prime Time. First, the headlines. Israel has launched a fresh airstrike on Beirut's southern neighborhood of Dahia as the regime's unrelenting aggression against Lebanon continues. More than 2,000 people have been killed so far in Israel's attack on Lebanon since last October. In yet another provocative remark, former US President Donald Trump encouraged Israel to target Iran's nuclear facilities in retaliatory attack. The Defense Research and Development Organization (RDO) has successfully conducted 3 flight tests of the 4th-generation technically advanced miniaturized weapon system, very short-range air defense system from Pokhran. Commenting on his upcoming visit to Pakistan to attend the SCO summit, EAM Dr. J. Shankar said that the visit will be for a multilateral event. He said that he was not going there to discuss India-Pakistan relations. A number of posters demanding a Bharat Ratna for Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar were put up outside the party's office in Patna. Those were the top headlines, and now for the news in details. Residences and plantation of at least 5 families in Nongspong B village under the Umling CNRD blocking Meghalaya are being damaged by sand and mud flow as a result of earth cutting. According to the affected families, the situation was caused by earth cutting during rainy season last year by one Donald Srinath. Commenting on the situation, the Hetman said that the situation has threatened the livelihood of those affected as all their crops have been washed. It has also been informed that an FIR was filed at Pilinkata police outpost. However, no action has been taken. Meanwhile, the village authority and affected families are seeking assistance from the government to address the environmental issue and mitigate further damage to their homes and farmland. They had also demanded the landowner to compensate all the damages caused by rampant earth cutting.
Nado basdang nila yalum kemiting sinong ban yawat unu breu mak nomor mensuang tip tinggal awat nila yalum meeting but nila keren din maling keren te umla ban sel ke jing dolor yang ki trayeng tu ong sukhar ke kendau te kan no la ban khar ke kendau hawa ko tidau ko la tet ke wa umla sel man matai mo te kan no ko trok la nong te adin ikren license of in for meeting kumjo dengan ban se ya la na data FIR for output dengan ta te la itu TP officer der di Simba ni keren ban poi segini ya tuk liang rela keren teiru long ba untuk Simba ya takarai ba untuk hari tidak
katakan yo ihring ke jing nong ke bang nila siam untuk kuat betang ban kumpul je kata tak siap kat non la ban kumpul je kata ban andak lawan
ya lekan
kong lalu pedang rit mengiro long miswa menik lawong kada ban hang le long kam judan kata ke jindap le jindap jadi serum kan hanre ndawati yani ulum long sakjia kita ke jindap sakjia ke jindap kendau sak jula ni serum ke miswa dem judan slap le hek baik ka ke tuik baik tang judap kata dah
tapi kumurang islang telah elektron kerani pangin lagi segi bor yang bor ka anjen dan pila bu kono rajul ujor sa metra jeka
ni keren nongkong siap ni nang kasinong long nongkong siap bang kuat ben ker mokrai ni penbaik dokterai ni penbaik bang baik ni ke jingulor kita ni kasinong tahu ni makham tam ni golong yeng bahasa ni beladap kendau ini keren tu ngla ong tadi jindawa jing tariyeng.
All Assam Student Union AASU protested against smart meters in Guwahati's Uzan Bazaar on Saturday in front of the Shahid Bhawan. A protest rally was also taken out by the Guwahati Metropolitan District of AASU. The protesters demanded the replacement of smart meters, supply of regular electricity and against looting people in the name of smart meters. Tutu Moni Kalita, a leader of AASU, said that since the government installed smart meters, bills have skyrocketed. He also said that protests will continue until demands are met.
ऑल असम स्टूडेंट यूनियन की तरफ से आज समग्र राज्यों में जिला सदर में हम लोग स्मार्ट मीटर के खिलाफ विरोध जारी किया है। हम लोग का स्पष्ट दाबी है कि स्मार्ट मीटर जब से इंस्टॉल किया है तभी से हम लोग का जितना पहले का जो बिल था वो बिल बहुत ज़्यादा हो गया है और अभी पब्लिक को बहुत सारा प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है इसके लिए। इसलिए हम स्मार्ट मीटर के खिलाफ विरोध जारी कर रहा है और हम लोग का स्पष्ट मांग है कि स्मार्ट मीटर की तरफ से जो लूंठन हो रहा है उसको बंद करना है और हमारा आसाम के लोगों को स्मार्ट मीटर की जो लूंठन से सकाह देना है। इसलिए आज हम प्रोग्राम किया है और हमारा प्रोग्राम
We'll now take a short break.
या देवी सर्वभूतेषु मातृरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। आप सभी प्रदेशवासियों को नवरात्रि की ढेरों शुभकामनाएं। सनातन धर्म और संस्कृति में नवरात्रि का विशेष महत्व है। शक्ति की उपासना का यह महापर्व आप सभी के लिए सुख समृद्धि सौभाग्य और आरोग्य लेकर आए। हमारा छत्तीसगढ़ निरंतर प्रगति के पथ पर अग्रसर हो, यही कामना है। जय माता दी।
The ABC for HIV prevention.
कॉलेज बोले तो दोस्ती यारी यारो संग है फ्रीडम सारी फ्रीडम equals time of life life माने enjoy right Activa 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 scooter ले Activa
scooter बोले तो Activa
The ABC for HIV prevention.
Welcome back. Heading on to the next news. Along with the opening of 39 co-district in Assam, Lakhipur in Kachar also found a place in this new administrative setup. Cabinet Minister in the Assam government Jayanta Mala Barua inaugurated the new office at Lakhipur on Saturday. A similar co-district in Ramkrishna Nagar and Patharkandi of neighbouring Karimganj district was also inaugurated yesterday. Speaking to the waiting media, Jayanta Mala Barua said that Lakhipur was a subdivision since 1992 and now has got the status of a co-district. Residents out here henceforth do not have to go to Silchar to their administrative work done.
আজি লক্ষীপুৰত সমজিলা কাৰ্যালয় শুভ উদ্বোধনী হ'ল। 1992 চনৰ পৰা লক্ষীপুৰ মহকুমা আছিল আৰু আজি মাননীয় মুখ্যমন্ত্ৰী ডাঙৰীয়াৰ নেতৃত্বত আমাৰ সন্মানীয় বিধায়ক কৌশিক ডাঙৰীয়াৰ তৎপৰতাত আজি 5 অক্টোবৰত আমি লক্ষীপুৰত সমজিলা কাৰ্যালয় উদ্বোধন কৰিম। আমাৰ চৰকাৰৰ লক্ষ্য হ'ল যে কিমান বেছি ৰাইজৰ ওচৰলৈ প্ৰশাসন যন্ত্ৰটোক লৈ যাব পাৰে আৰু এই সমজিলা কাৰ্যালয় উদ্বোধনে ৰাইজৰ ওচৰলৈ প্ৰশাসনক লৈ যাব। এতিয়া লক্ষীপুৰ অঞ্চলৰ বা লক্ষীপুৰ সমষ্টিবাসী ৰাইজে কোনো সৰু কামৰ কাৰণে কাছাৰলৈ বা শিলচৰলৈ যাব লগাৰ কথা নাই। ইয়াতেই সুন্দৰভাৱে তেওঁলোকে সকলো সুবিধা পাব। ভূমিৰ বিভিন্ন ধৰণৰ নথি পত্ৰকে হওক, বিভিন্ন পাৰ্মিশ্যনেই হওক, ছাপ্লাই ডিপাৰ্টমেণ্টৰ কামেই হওক, ইলেকশ্যনৰ সৰু মুখ্য কামখিনি হওক, এই সকলো সুন্দৰভাৱে ইয়াত সমাপন হ'ব। আৰু সেইকাৰণে মই ভাবোঁ যে অসমৰ প্ৰশাসনৰ এটা ডাঙৰ সংস্কাৰ, যোৱা 2টা দিনত আমি 39খন নতুন সমজিলা কৰিছোঁ। এই সমজিলা
The Defence Research and Development Organization (DRDO) has successfully conducted 3 flight tests of the 4th generation technically advanced miniaturized weapon system, very short-range air defense system (VSHORADS) from Pokhran. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh congratulated DRDO, Indian Army and industry involved in the successful development trials and stated that this new missile equipped with modern technologies will give further technological boost to the armed force against aerial threat. VSHORADS is a man-portable air defense system that India has developed for anti-aircraft warfare. Haryana recorded a voter turnout of 16% till 5 p.m. in the assembly elections. The main parties contesting the election are the BJP, Congress, INLD, BSP Alliance, JJP Azad Samaj Party Alliance and the Aam Aadmi Party. Key candidates include Chief Minister Nayab Singh Saini, BJP leaders Anil Vij and OP Dhankar, Congress leaders Bhupinder Singh Hooda and Vinesh Phogat, INLD's Abhay Singh Chotala and JJP's Dushyant Chotala. A total of 1,031 candidates are competing, including 101 women, 464 independent nominees. Voting will close at 6 p.m. local time, with counting scheduled for October 8. Union Minister Gajendra Singh Shekhawat said that a huge turnout of voters is once again evident. The way people have voted for BJP since polling started this morning, trust is turning into confidence.
चुनाव के प्रचार के दौरान जैसा अनुभव किया था कि मतदाताओं का भारी रुझान एक बार फिर हरियाणा में नॉन स्टॉप हरियाणा की प्रगति के लिए, हरियाणा में डबल इंजन की सरकार बनाने के लिए प्रदेश की जनता उत्सुक भी है और मानस बना चुकी है। आज सुबह जब पोलिंग शुरू है उससे लेकर के अब तक जिस तरह से पोलिंग बूथों पर भारतीय जनता पार्टी को मतदान करने वाले लोगों की उपस्थिति दर्ज हुई है, अब वो भरोसा विश्वास में बदलता जा रहा है और मैं पूरे आत्मविश्वास के साथ में कह सकता हूं कि हरियाणा में चमत्कृत करते हुए परिणाम आकर के भारतीय जनता पार्टी की एक बार फिर सरकार बनेगी।
Heading on to the next news, India's External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar on Saturday said that India would like to have good relations with Pakistan, however not by overlooking cross-border terrorism. Speaking at the Sardar Patel Lecture on Governance organized by IC Center for Governance in Delhi, Jaishankar said Sardar Patel had resisted going to the United Nations and was very clear that India should not submit its issues to the judgment of other powers. He also said that Patel's reluctance to take the matter to the UN itself came from the belief that it was better to deal directly with Pakistan rather than a framework that would allow Pakistan to manipulate.
Was opposed to going to the United Nations at all. He had resisted this in the case of Junagadh, and he had resisted this in the case of Hyderabad as well. And his logic was a logic of very basic realism, that India should not submit its issues to the judgment and to the interests of other powers. Sadly for all of us and for our nation, this caution was disregarded. and India, lulled by a sense of false internationalism, was set up by the United Kingdom, ably assisted at that time by Belgium, Canada, and the United States. What began as the Jammu and Kashmir question was conveniently changed to the India-Pakistan question, putting the two of them at par with each other, and with all the attendant implications. It took us a quarter century thereafter to settle the matter. Other than the misreading of world politics, there was an equally serious misjudgment of Pakistan by India. Within our system, Patel was the most forceful advocate of using all avenues of pressure on that country after the invasion of Jammu and Kashmir. His reluctance to take the matter to the UN itself stemmed from the belief that Pakistan was it was better to deal directly with Pakistan rather than in a framework that would allow Pakistan to manipulate. His own approach in regard to refugee handling and rehabilitation issues in the country also said much about his attitude to nationalist forces. Sardar Patel recognized that those who truly responded to the crisis should be supported without allowing politics to color his assessment.
Later, commenting on his upcoming visit to Pakistan to attend the SCO summit, EM Dr. Jaishankar said that the visit will be for a multilateral event. He said that he was not going there to discuss India-Pakistan relations.
First question, yes, I am scheduled to go to Pakistan in the middle of this month, and that is for a meeting of the SCO heads of government. Normally, Prime Minister goes to the higher level meeting, the heads of state, and one of us, it changes, usually one of the ministers goes for the heads of government meeting. So that's in line with the tradition. It so happens that the meeting is taking place in Pakistan because, like us, they are a relatively recent member. So your question, I think, as I understood it, was, am I planning for it? Of course I'm planning for it. I mean, in my business, you plan for everything which you're going to do and for a lot of things which you're not going to do and which could happen also. I mean, you plan for that as well. Expect there would be a lot of media interest because the very nature of the relationship is such, and I think we'll deal with it. But I do want to say it will be for a multilateral event. I mean, I'm not going there to discuss India-Pakistan relations. I'm going there to be a good member of the SCO, but since I'm a courteous and civil person, I will behave myself accordingly. So,
there was on Jaishankar's statement. We'll now take a short break.
कॉलेज बोले तो दोस्ती यारी यारों संग है फ्रीडम सारी फ्रीडम इक्वल्स टाइम ऑफ लाइफ माने एक जॉय राइड एक्टिवा स्कूटर एटले एक्टिवा
स्कूटर बोले तो एक्टिवा
What you see, what you hear makes a difference. Correct information about HIV helps you make better decisions.
Welcome back. Getting on to the next news. Israel has launched a fresh airstrike on Beirut's southern neighborhood of Dahia as the regime's unrelenting aggression against Lebanon continues. Several civilian buildings were the main targets of the regime's latest strike on Friday night. The Israeli regime had issued evacuation orders for residents of Beirut's southern suburbs just before the strike, where Israel's attack on southern Lebanese towns and cities are still ongoing, killing more civilians. Lebanon's health ministry said on Friday that more than 2,000 people have been killed so far in Israel's attack on Lebanon, including 127 children and 261 women since last October. Hundreds of thousands of civilians have fled their homes in Beirut to escape the Israeli air raids. Lebanese health officials have denounced Israel for indiscriminate attacking emergency rescuers and civilians and say that the country's healthcare system is teetering on the brink of collapse. Lebanon's health ministry also said that at least 37 people were killed and over 150 were injured in Israeli strikes on Thursday. Ladakh activist Sonam Wangchuk said that in regard with their demand for the 6th schedule under Article 44 of the Constitution said that they are in discussion with the Ministry of Home Affairs to fulfill their assurance and hope that they will meet the central leaders. Wangchuk further appealed the centre to resume the talks that was going on between the central government and leaders of Ladakh.
Basically, it is about restoration of democracy. One is in the form of statehood, like all states. The second is grassroots democracy for indigenous tribal communities. Indian constitution is wonderful. It has special provisions for tribal indigenous communities living in the forests of Northeast or in the mountains of Ladakh to give them law-making powers through autonomous councils where elected representatives of the communities are sent who have law-making powers to manage their own environment, customs, land, culture and so on. So this was not only expected but it was assured, promised in different election manifestos based on which the government won elections. So therefore we are expecting, 5 years have gone. We have come mainly to remind them of their promises, walking all the way to Delhi. Let me recount. So when they detained us, we went on Anshan, Mahatma Gandhi's teachings. We protested by Satyagraha. We went on Anshan and our condition for breaking our Anshan were two. One, take us to Rajghat to Bapu's Samadhi, for which we have come. That they fulfilled. The next day they took us there in buses. Second, we want to have a meeting with the Prime Minister of India or the President of India or the Home Minister, which they assured will happen within the next few days. So today, 4th, by 5 p.m, they were to give us a date and a name who we are meeting. We hope that they will keep to their words and fulfill that assurance. So we are in discussion with them, with the Ministry of Home Affairs, to fulfill their assurance, and we hope they will, and we'll meet the leaders, and they will mainly to appeal to them to resume the talks going on between the central government and leaders of Ladakh under.
In another provocative remark, former US President Donald Trump encouraged Israel to target Iran's nuclear facilities in retaliatory attack. The Republican presidential nominee said on Friday that he believes Israel should strike Iran's nuclear facilities, calling it a just response to the recent missile barrage hurled by Tehran in the Israeli territory. Trump's comments came while he was addressing a charged-up gathering in North Carolina. He referred to a question posed to the US President Joe Biden about the possibility of Israel targeting Iranian facility where he goes and stated, as long as they do not hit the nuclear stuff, that's the thing you want to hit. Trump told a town hall style event near a major US military base. For now, for more news, keep watching Hornbill TV.